Let's now go to pathology of Qi mechanism. Let's discuss entering and exiting of Qi in organs. The entering and exiting of Qi in the organs is the way in which the internal organs influence their respective tissues. That is, the lungs is the skin, spleens to muscles, liver is to sinews, heart to blood vessels, and kidneys to bones. Therefore, the entering and exiting of qi in each organ ensures the communication between each organ and its relevant tissue. In pathology, a disruption of the entering and exiting of qi between an organ and its respective tissue leads to a pathology of the relevant tissue. Here in the tabulation, uh, we discuss the pathology of the entering and exiting of qi between each organ and its relevant tissue. So if the organ is the lungs, the tissue is the skin, then the excessive exiting is the space between the skin and muscles will be too tight. If it's deficient exiting, the space between the skin and muscles will be too lax. Next is if the organ is spleen, the tissue would be the muscles. If it's excessive, the muscles would be stiff, and if it's deficient, the muscles would be flaccid. Next, if the organ is the liver, the tissue would be the sinews. If it's excessive, the contraction of sinews and it cramps. If it's deficient, the sinews would be too soft and prone to injury. If it's the heart organ, the tissue would be the blood vessels. Then, if it's excessive, there would be hardening of the vessels. If it's deficient, it's the slackness of vessels, like varicose veins. If the organ is the kidneys, the tissue would be the bones. If it's excessive, there would be night sweating. If it's deficient, there would be blood stasis. Thank you for your attention.